Hi, and welcome to another episode. I have a few things to discuss with you guys and just want to get your opinions and thoughts on my theories. Now, there's been some recent photos of the King, and we all know that he's undergoing chemotherapy for a form of cancer. We know chemotherapy makes you lose weight and it kind of changes your facial features as you go through the treatment. I've noticed that with several people in my life that have had chemotherapy, family members, friends, etc. That is a normal course of the treatment. But unfortunately, when I look at those photos and photos from 6 months ago, I think we are heading into something a little bit more sinister. Now, hear me out here. I know a lot of people are angry at the king for not addressing his son's crap that he's doing and being so disrespectful, etc. And I totally understand that, and I'm also annoyed about it as well. But I feel there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that they're actually telling us, or that they're, putting out there to the media. What I'm trying to get out, I suppose, is we know they go to Sandringham every year, and we know that they also host the Prime Minister every year. That's not unusual. The royal family host the Prime Minister, the sitting Prime Minister. That's not an unusual thing. So those things aren't kind of unusual. But the fact that William has been having secret meetings with high security people and Met Police, etc., and also that Princess Catherine has been pulled back from a lot of things. Yes, we know that she's also unwell. I'm kind of thinking she's pulled back as well. They've pulled her back as well to spend a lot of time with the children, because I feel that she's not going to have as much time with the children coming up, if you get what I mean. I really feel that they are in crisis mode. This is my thoughts and opinions because of the King's health. I feel that they are really getting their odds and ends tied up, as in for the next reign. Now, why do I say that? He does look extremely unwell. Some people would say, well, why is he going to Australia or coming to Australia? He has very strong ties with Australia. Australia, my country here, before the Queen died, were adamant they were going to become a republic. It was all over the news all the time. This Labor government was wanting to become a republic and step away from being part of the Commonwealth. Now, when the Queen died, that was put on the back burner out of respect, obviously, for the Queen. Now, Charles has a strong connection here. He went to school here. The Queen had a strong connection here as well, like she does with a lot of Commonwealth countries. But I think he's coming here to save us from not becoming a republic, to try and save it for his legacy that he leaves behind, if you know what I mean. Now, they're not going to New Zealand, which is kind of interesting because obviously he can't do that because of his treatment and the time frame between his treatment and needing to get back to England, of course, because it is a fairly long flight. Now, the Queen had a very strong connection here, like I said before, and also to New Zealand. I don't know if you know, but the Queen had a lot of Jersey cows over in New Zealand that she farmed with a particular family over there. I don't know if they still have them. I suspect they do. But that it was in Otaurahanga in New Zealand. Now, they're not going to New Zealand this trip, which, of course, coincides with him having to be back to England quite quickly. Now, I don't know if you agree with me or don't agree with me, but I feel that they're getting things in preparation for the next reign. I'm not saying that he is going to abdicate. but I also feel other things are happening. This may be of interest, but there is reports that Prince Andrew, or yeah, Andrew, we'll call him that, is going to throw Meghan under the bus. You see, my theory is that the only way that they can really throw Meghan under the bus and get rid of her totally, completely out of the royal family and kind of a bit of a revenge thing maybe, is if he comes out, and it's been reported that he may actually come out and say that he did meet with her prior to her being in the royal family. Now, if he does that, he's going to win a lot of rapport with the people, isn't he? Apart from what he's done and what he got accused of. Now, let's remember there was never any evidence of what he got accused of, but the Queen took swift action to remove things from him. Now, why I say this is because he's going to be needed. Once the King is no longer around and Prince William is King, they're going to need someone else to come back in the fold. Now, if you look at Harry, and I don't like Harry at all anymore. I gave up on him. I used to love him. He used to be one of my favourites. But after he allowed his wife to disrespect the Queen, I was done. That's it. Done, dusted. Wash my hands of him. If you've seen him in the recent photos, and this is not just the last couple of times we've seen him, this is previously as well, he has looked extremely sad, annoyed, pissed off, like he's had enough, like he doesn't want to play the game anymore. There was reports in the last couple of days that he's wanted out of this marriage for a while, but the King won't pay. I don't know why they say ransom, because that kind of coincides with what I was saying many videos ago about her being a plant. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but it kind of all is fitting in. Now, if they do take the titles away, that's the only way that they're going to get rid of the children out of having prince and princess. Will they be out of the line of succession? No. But it kind of quiets them down, doesn't it? They don't mean anything. I don't know. Things are going on behind the scenes that I just don't get a really good feeling that the King is going to be around for as long as we would hope for him to be around, because I hate to say he waited a long time to be on the throne, because in order for him to get that position, obviously he had to lose a very important person in his life, which is kind of really sad in the royal fold, isn't it? That they don't even have time to grieve. Like, as soon as that monarch dies, they're in action and getting to work and preparing for the next monarch. It's really, really sad. And that's why I really don't like to say he waited a long time, because you don't sit there waiting for your mother or father or, you know, the one prior to you to go so you can hop into their position, kind of a thing. But it's just the way it has always been, I suppose, and it's the way it's always going to be. But there's my theories. I feel like things are happening behind the scenes. I don't feel like the King is as well as he portrays to be. And yeah, I think Harry and Meghan will flit off into the sunset, and they will be absolutely nothings in the next year or so. I think their time has really, really come up, because there's a lot of people that know what they're like now. No one wants to work with them. Royal families wash their hands of them. You know, they're going to disappear into oblivion, thank goodness. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. It's kind of a weird theory, isn't it? But it's what I feel and what I think is going to happen, unfortunately. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.